All right, shalom. This is Khanaksa Anbar Yashala from the GMS Lions in Camp. First and foremost, I'd like to say Kyle Halayim, YAHAWAH, by Hashem YAHWAH, by Hashem Harikar Kodash Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the Akim that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth. And peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh by Hashem YAHWAH. All right, this is Genesis chapter 9, verse 8. It says, And Yahweh spake unto Noah and to his sons with him, saying, And I, behold, I establish my covenant with you and with your seed after you. All right. And that covenant he was talking about was the covenant. The sign of that covenant he was talking about was the rainbow. Okay. And and that was a covenant to let the earth know that Yahweh wouldn't destroy the earth by a flood anymore. Okay. So every time we see it rain, we ain't gotta go, oh snap, you know what I'm saying, and go all in a frantic thinking like Yahweh's about to destroy the world, earth again, you know. So, and the reason why I brought it up because how, and plenty of brothers got lessons dealing with this, but like how the whole, what is it called, LGBT something movement or gay pride, um, how they use it as a symbolism for the as a signet or for the pride of their alternative lifestyle, and which is an abomination to Yahweh Shimon Shai of the LGBT social movement and gay pride. All right, and so they use it as a flag, as a symbolism of advertisement really to being a homosexual. And it is an abomination to Yahweh by Shem Shai for a man to lie with man and a woman to lie with woman. All right. All right. This is Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13. It says, If a man lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. And meaning their blood will be on them. They brought that judgment unto themselves, you know, and that's how the Most High is going to deal with these individuals. And the fact that you're going to take the covenant which He made with the earth, man, and take it and use it for as a symbolism of abomination, and the Most High is going to destroy you, and it's going to be on your own head. All right, let me get Jude chapter 1, verse 7. It says, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornications and going after strange flesh, are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. And they're going to be the example, like how Sodom and Gomorrah was the example. These individuals today that are using the covenant that Yahweh by Shem Yahushua set up for man, for the earth, and using it for as the symbolism of abomination, is, they're going to be the example, and when Yahweh Shai shows up. And it's so disrespectful that, like, I made a post on Facebook, and the post said, "Stop pushing the gay agenda on your kids." Like, you know what I'm saying? They like they got the drag queen kid show now and stuff like that, and the visuals think that shit is cute. They think that is entertaining. That's disgusting, man. To have little boys running around like they drag queens, you know. That's confusing to the minds of little kids, man. That's part of the reason why this world is fucked up. And when I made the post, somebody got into my inbox and was like, no, not my inbox. They commented on the post, and this individual, I ain't gonna say no names, but this individual, her husband, she's an Edomite. She's an Edomite. She tries to act like she's not all day, but she's an Edomite. And her husband is a Benjamite, you know? And, Benjamites ain't with that gay shit at all. But, you know, she had the nerve is like, she's like, but really, put to death? Are you serious? Come on. And I'm like, yeah, get that vibration off the earth because it's an untuned sound. It doesn't align. It doesn't line. Homosexuality does not line up with the universe. Period. Point blank. Just think about it. If everybody turned into a homosexual right now, that's depopulation, and boom. Well, then humans wouldn't exist. So you leave it up to humans. You know what I'm saying? Because the earth will still flourish and keep going, keep going. But see, humans, if it wasn't for Yahawah Shimi, I would start spreading wisdom out. Humans would depopulate themselves because of all the abominations that they bring forth, because they feel like they have free will. But the Most High has set it up to give us an understanding, like, hey, I control all this stuff. So let me get all the abominations, the bull crap out of the way, and show you what's real. You know. Next scripture. Matter of fact, let me get into. I want to read that Jude 1-7 one more time. It says, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities cities about them, in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get that what fornication is, right? Because a lot of people think, like these church folks think that fornication is having sex before you're married. But if the act of sex is marriage, how can fornication be having sex before you're married? So let me get that fornication real quick. All right, this is the definition of fornication. It says to go a whoring, slacking, to give oneself over to fornication, to be utterly unchaste, and that word unchaste means relating to or engaging in sexual activity. And for you to utterly do that, meaning you have no filter. So you're gonna so homosexuality is a gateway into other perverse and abominable things. Like, cause if you would be a homosexual, then more than likely you'll be a pedophile, or more than likely you're practicing bestiality, or more than likely you'll be pansexual. Like pansexual, like to me, if you ask me, being a homosexual is pretty much the same as being a pansexual, because by nature a man is supposed to want to have sex with a woman, but a pansexual is if I'm not mistaken, they really don't care about the sexual desires. They'll just have sex with anything. So that is an abomination to Yahawah Shem Shah. So to utterly, like in any given kind of way, have sex with anything, utterly have sex. So it doesn't matter what you have sex with when you're homosexual. That doesn't make it cool because, oh, I just prefer it with this. Nah, man, that shit's an abomination, bro. You can't bring forth uh physical fruit from that. You can't populate the earth being a homosexual. Homosexuality is vanity. Because as mankind, what are we supposed to do? Be fruitful and multiply. But you can't be fruitful and multiply with that. So being a homosexual is very vain. And that's also self-worship. You love something yourself so much, you want to be with yourself, but and of another form of yourself. That's basically what you're doing. It's so much confusion behind all that. All right. So All right, so let me go back to Genesis. All right, and it's not just the man on man. That woman on woman wicked too, because you got a lot of men that like that, like to see it. What man? At one point in time, that's all they used to rap about. My girl got a girlfriend, girl on girl on girl on girl on girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was that Boosie song? And they dyking. You know what I'm saying? Two red bones kissing in the back seat. You know what I'm saying? Like, you hear that? You used to hear that played in the club, and that shit, they go crazy about that song. They dyking, and everybody love it. All right. This is our Romans chapter 1, verse 26. It says, "For this cause, um, Yahweh gave them up into it, gave them up into vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. Likewise, also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burning in them their lust one towards another, men with men, working which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves the recompense of their error, which was meat." You know what I'm saying? So like that I mean, there's nothing new under the sun, but Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to put a stop to all this, man. And they try to use a covenant. You know what I'm saying? They try to use the covenant which was put forth by Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai as a signal, as a signet, as a symbol of their abomination. And that's just total outright disrespect. All right? Okay? So this is Genesis chapter 9, um verse 9. It says, and I behold, I establish my covenant with you and with your seed after you, and with every living creature that is with you, of the fowl, of the cattle, and of every beast of the earth, with you from all that go out of the ark to every beast of the earth. And I will establish my covenant with you, neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the water of a flood, neither shall there any more be a flood to destroy the earth. And Yahweh said, "This is the token of the covenant which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for perpetual generations." All right. "I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth." And it's crazy because it's so much. If we look at a rainbow and you have so many superstitions about it, and you have so many, you know what I'm saying, different people trying to claim, use it for different types of reasons. But what it was really set for, what it's supposed to signify, was a covenant between, what I'm saying, Yahweh and the earth, you know? And it's so much behind the rainbow. I'm not gonna go into depth, you know what I'm saying, into spectrums and prisms and everything. The elder, YAHAWAH has a couple good videos, you know what I'm saying, on that, on GMS Lions Den and on GMS Microscope, and straight to the point. Y'all want to check them out. But it's just so much behind the rainbow that we don't even understand it, and it's a reason why he picked the rainbow as a symbol of the covenant. All right, so I'm gonna go to Wikipedia real quick and read exactly what a rainbow is, but I'm not gonna break it down and go into depth. All right, it says a rainbow is a meteorological phenomenon that is caused by reflections. Reflections is a key word. Refractions and dispersion of light in water. All right, so you have the light in the water, meaning, you know what I'm saying, talking about the word and being a reflection of the word, man. It gets real deep. That's why it's such a slap in the face for them to use this symbol for an abomination, because people don't even really understand the significance or you know what I'm saying, behind him choosing Yahawah Bashim Yahushua, choosing the rainbow, man. All right. It says a rainbow is a meteorological phenomenon that is caused by reflection, refraction, and dispersion of light in water. All right. Droplets resulting in a spectrum of light appearing in the sky. I kind of want to get deep into it, but I'm not. It says it takes the form of a multicolored circular arc, and it's not this arc. It's a full. Rainbows are full circles, man. Thus, even proving even more that the Earth is a sphere, not a flat circle, not a semicircle. It's a sphere. All right. It says rainbows caused by sunlight always appear in the section of sky directly opposite of the sun. Rainbows can be rainbows can be full circles. However, the observer normally sees only an arc formed by illuminated droplets above the ground and centered on a line from the sun to the observer's eye. All right, and they're trying to use this beautiful specimen that Yahawah Bashim Yahushai put forth as an instrument, as a sign of his covenant, right? As a form of an abomination. It's just messed up, man. All right. Let me go to real quick. All right, it says culture. I said rainbows occur frequently in mythology, but rainbows are not mythological. They're not myths. They actually exist, and there's a purpose that he chose the rainbow, and have been used in the arts. One of the earliest literally occurrences of a rainbow is in the book of Genesis, chapter 9, as part of the flood story of Noah, where it is a sign of Yahweh's covenant to never destroy all life on earth with a global flood again. All right, and it said the earliest literally occurrences. So this came first. You know what I'm saying? This came first, and the Most High is going to destroy them that use the sign that he put together for a covenant as an abomination. All right, I'm gonna read. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna end it with that. I'm gonna read. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go down so we can talk about. It says rainbow flags have been used for centuries. It is a symbol of a cooperative movement in the German Peasant War in the 16th century, of a peace in Italy, and of gay pride in LGBT social movements since the 1970s. So this started in 1970 about dealing with a covenant that was made over 4,000 or 5,000 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And they're using it as a form to express and show pride in their abomination, man. And it's just sickening. All right, so I'm gonna close it out with this. This is Genesis chapter 9, verse 13. It says, "I do set my bow in the clouds, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. And it shall come to pass when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the bow shall be seen in the cloud, and I will remember my covenant which is between me and you, and every living creature of all flesh. And the waters shall no more become a flood to destroy all flesh. And the bow shall be in the cloud, and I will look upon it, that I may remember the everlasting covenant between Yahawah and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth." And that's just it, man. So when Yahushua shows up and see this token, this covenant that was set by his father, being used for abominations, you know what he's going to do. With that being said, I'd like to say, Kal Halayim La Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harakakodash, my mouth, double honors to the elder apostles, the great millstone, and salutations to the Akim that are pushing this truth and sincerity and truth, and peace and blessing to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Shalom.